Hi YouTube, it's Anneke of Tampa, Florida. Well, this is the big final push for the move week. Yesterday I brought down a lot of things and unpacked. And then I went out and got my Christmas tree before they were all gone. And believe it or not, the model that I selected was a tall, skinny thing, and I got the last one. So my big mission today is to get my filming done, to wish you the best of all Thanksgivings if you're here in the U.S., and blessings to you this week wherever you might be in the world. So I'm being casual. This is probably the silliest outfit that you will ever see me in, but I just absolutely loved it. I was in Walmart, believe it or not, and we've had a real chilly spell here. It's been down to 44 at night, so for Florida, that's pretty cold. We're supposed to head to 32 next week. Yeah, that's right at freezing, and that's here in Tampa, so it's a concern. Although one of the things that I learned this week is that while the citrus production in Central Florida or Southern Florida has dropped by almost 80% over the last decade, maybe even more, what's happened is that they've developed cold and disease-resistant strains, and so now the production is more in Northern Florida and Lower Georgia, and it's booming. They said there were, I'm not going to quote the figure, how many thousands and thousands of acres, and every year that new growers were coming. So that's good. It really would be nice to see some orange juice from Florida again and see it come from Brazil instead of here. And the poor citrus growers here in Florida have just had a double whammy. There has been this virus, parasites, all kinds of things that have affected the crops, and droughts, and they've had a time of it. Of course, these last two hurricanes did not help at all. The poor farmers in Central Florida around the Big Bend just got wiped right out. And stop and think about that. That affects everybody all over the country when the crops are ruined. So anyway, back to why I bought this kind of crazy outfit. I saw them sitting on the rack, and they're fuzzy, and they're sequin, and it says light it up, and it's got a little Christmas tree here, and it's got another one here, and then it's got lights all strung down here. It's all fuzzy, and it's warm. So let me turn around, you can see the back of it. And I'm just wearing sneakers with it. What else would you wear? So I'm not mixing up a great big cocktail today. I'm doing it very simply. My favorite thing for the holidays. Let me tell you a little bit about what my tradition is here. I'm using a coupe. Normally, I decorate my home the Friday after Thanksgiving. And I've been doing this for years and years. I put the Messiah on. I have a classical training in music and voice and piano, and I have sung in that chorus one time, believe it or not, in Christ Church in Dublin, and it was welcome to everybody to come and sing the Messiah concert, like a sing-along too. The audience could sing along, and it was for the benefit of hospice. So I happened to be walking by the church that morning, and they had this sign up, so I called them up. And I said, would you be interested in someone who was a former choir director or soprano joining you? And they said, we'd love to have you. I said, well, I'm just here visiting, and I don't have a score. Oh, we'll have a score for you. So that afternoon, I went to Christ Church, which was founded in 1100 AD. What an amazing thing to sit in that beautiful cathedral with all that history around it, beautiful pipe organ, stone walls, glorious voices around me. Mine was just average in comparison, but I can read music and I can sight read. And I hadn't sung all of the Messiah before, just parts here and there. So we rehearsed that afternoon, and then that evening we came back and invited a friend that I had met in Dublin. He sat in the back in the audience and we sang this performance. One of the high points of my life, believe it or not. So I play the Messiah and I open a bottle of champagne while I decorate my tree. I'm sure you all have your favorite holiday traditions. For me, I had to do this early this week because I had Christmas boxes stacked up here. It's a very small place, so my goal was to get the tree trimmed, get the boxes out of here. So as soon as I'm through with filming this morning, that's what I'm doing. Those boxes and containers are going down to my storage room, just down the road, so that I have space here in this little tiny pied-à-terre. So, cheers. Here's to you. Oh. And it's Moet Nectar Imperial Rosé. My favorite. Blessings to you this week. Enjoy your time with your family and your friends, those of you in the U.S. and around the world. And don't forget, there's a lot of people that don't have much of anything. We have so much to be thankful here in the Western world. Put a bigger bill in that Salvation Army pot. And remember, it doesn't cost a thing to be kind. Namaste, my friends.